Tonight, 4 teens killed in a deadly upstate New York car crash involving a stolen Kia that police say may be linked to a popular TikTok challenge. Among the victims, 14-year-old Johnny Harper and 19-year-old Marcus Webster.
This is a terrible, terrible outcome for such young kids that have their entire lives in front of them.
The crash happened early Monday morning. All 5 passengers in the car were ejected from the stolen Kia. The sole survivor, a 14-year-old girl, is still in a hospital, authorities say.
We need to do a full investigation to find out what happened and what the appropriate charges are against the driver.
Police say the 16-year-old Kia driver has now been charged with unauthorized use of a vehicle and criminal possession of the stolen property.
They're very easy, unfortunately, to steal. You can look up the information that's been put out there.
He's talking about the viral sensation dubbed the Kia Challenge, an internet trend that shows how to steal Kias and Hyundais built in the last decade with something as simple as a cell phone charger or even USB cable.
Pull it down and then break it down.
And getting away in seconds. Earlier this year, a group known as the Kia Boys, wreaking absolute havoc in Milwaukee, Wisconsin, stealing cars, then going on reckless joyrides. Motor vehicle thefts in Milwaukee have surged in the last 2 years, more than double 2020, with nearly 7,000 car thefts so far this year. In a 2-week window in July, nearly half of the 56 cars stolen in St. Petersburg, Florida, were Kia or Hyundai models, according to police.
They tell us they learned it on the internet or they learned it from another friend. It just continues to spread like wildfire.
Police say St. Paul, Minnesota is experiencing similar problems. As of July of this year, 212 Hyundais and 248 Kias have been stolen. Last year, just 39 Hyundais and 24 Kias. This summer, videos showed a Kia Forte that was reported stolen, driving erratically and dangerously as a police helicopter followed throughout the city. The car eventually struck the center concrete median twice before becoming disabled. All 4 occupants ran off, but were later arrested by authorities. All teenagers. The victims caught off guard.
It was kind of shocking. I thought, I thought with the newer cars that you had to have the key.
Okay, Morgan, this is such a wild story. I understand Kia has now just come out with a response to this latest deadly incident.
Yeah, Tom, they have. Just, in fact, within the last few minutes, we heard from the car maker who says their hearts are with the Buffalo area community where this deadly crash took place. Kia says they're concerned about this apparent spike in car thefts, and that's why they are providing free wheel locking devices to law enforcement agencies in affected areas all across the nation. And we're also hearing from TikTok. The company says it doesn't condone the actions in any of these Kia Challenge videos, and they say that if they're found going forward, those videos will be removed from the platform entirely.
Thanks for watching our YouTube channel. Follow today's top stories and breaking news by...
Hey, Shalom Akim, Shalom. First thing and foremost, I'd like to give all praises and glory and honor that's due to Yahweh Bashim, Yahweh Shai, Bashim Rakakwadash. I'd like to give double honors to the apostles and elders of Great Millstone. Blessings and salutations to the hopeful elect. Those in the gospel, bro, lifting up the standard of Yahweh Bashim, Yahweh Shai, wherever it may be. Man, bro. The Kia Boys strikes again. It was one video that one of these little gremlins, super gremlins I call them, ran into a tree, fucked himself all the way up, okay? And you got people that's consoling this guy, but see the people, to show you why America is the place of lack of judgment, because these people, they don't realize why they get fucked up. You see, people a lot of times, their actions get them in a volatile situation. And all of a sudden, everybody want to come to your rescue. But no, that was a judgment, because for one thing, the scriptures say in the Bible, thou shalt not steal. Okay, so you stealing people's cars and shit, and you driving frantically over the road, and all of a sudden you end up splitting your wig on a median. Then, everybody's looking at you like, oh my God. But no, these little demons, in fact, got exactly what they deserve. And this come from a lack of parenting, a lack of a father being in the house, and a mother that just don't give a damn. Because we know that the scriptures say that the blessing of the father established households, but the curse of the mother rooted out foundations. And I guarantee you, none of these little super gremlins have a dad in the house. And if they got mothers in the house, she's neglected them and left them to their own devices. This is the reason why you have Kia Boys, okay, which is a special spirit on these guys, man. Okay, because the Most High is basically having them steal cars and commit suicide or not get shot up, People work hard on for their money, for their possessions and so forth. And you got these little niggas that can barely read, that steals a car with a damn iPhone charger, and then is able to go. But how did they even figure that out? I'll show you how innovative Jake is when it comes to wickedness. Jake is masterminds when it comes to that, man. You start a brand new car up, a 2022 with a fucking charger. Like, I never would have figured that shit out, man. Okay? So, hey, let's see what the scriptures say about a rebellious son, a stubborn son. Okay? Because this is the book of Deuteronomy 21. And I'm going to start at verses, let's start at 16. It says, then it should be, matter of fact, let's start at 15. It says, if a man have two wives, one beloved and another hated, and they have borne him children, both the beloved and hated, if the firstborn son be hers that was hated, then it shall be, when he maketh his sons to inherit that which he hath, that he may not make the son of the beloved firstborn before the son of the hated, which is indeed the firstborn. It says, but he should acknowledge the son of the hated for the firstborn by giving him a double portion of all that he hath, okay? For he is the beginning of his strength, and the right of his firstborn is his, right? Because, you know, the firstborn son gets the inheritance, okay? Like you got Ephraim and Manasseh. I believe Ephraim, if I'm not mistaken, got the greater blessing, if I'm not mistaken, because it stated he was going to become a multitude of nations. It says here, if a man have a stubborn and rebellious son, which would not obey the voice of his father or the voice of his mother, and that, when they have chastened him, would not hearken unto them, then shall his father and his mother lay hold on him and bring him out unto the elders of the city and unto the gates of his place. And they shall say unto the elders of his city, this our son is stubborn and rebellious, and he will not obey our voice. And he is a glutton and a drunkard, okay? And these men, these kids, man, they're basically rebellious kids. They're rebellious sons and daughters, okay? Because let's just to say if they was to get the correction, they will buck up against it because they're not used to getting the correction, okay? These little demons, they're not used to being corrected by their mothers because their mother's probably drunk or high somewhere, clubbing every weekend around different men. So these little niggas here, they're left to their own devices, man, and this is the shit they do. Like they say, the idle time is the devil's time, okay? And good for these little niggas, man, okay? Because it says 14s, including the young mother, killed in Buffalo crash after allegedly attempted to steal a Kia TikTok challenge. And this is what happens when you let your kids play GTA all day, man. These kids be on GTA, they be on the headphones talking reckless, man, and they go out and they try to emulate that because that GTA 5 online, that's like a real life simulation. Okay, they tell you how to sell drugs, you can steal vehicles, you can have car lots, you can have businesses, nightclubs. Shit, I myself got an account on there, man. I got a lot of businesses on there, and it teaches you how to be a businessman. It teaches you how to manage money, okay, how to spend money, how to invest, and how to continue to make money. You know, and I think so far I got like 15 mil in the game for grinding, man. But that shows you that these niggas out here, man, that's on that, they try to do that in real life when it's just supposed to be a video game. But this is some GTA stuff, you know. You steal a car, cops follow you, all of a sudden you crash the car, you may die. Wasted, right? And it says, then shall his father and his mother lay hold on him and bring him out into the elders of his city and into the gates of his place. And they shall say unto the elders of his city, this our son is stubborn and rebellious, and these are rebellious children. He will not obey our voice. He is a glutton and a drunkard, okay? Niggas be eating hot Fritos in the morning, Kool-Aid, ketchup packages, whatever you could think of. Niggas eating fucking hot flamers for breakfast, man. I remember when I was in high school, I see all the females, they used to have this Kool-Aid pack. They'll put this Kool-Aid in full of sugar in a Ziploc bag and they'll bite a hole in the bottom and suck on it, man. And this is the shit they were eating in the morning. You know, I'm like, wait a minute, this ain't no damn breakfast. Then you eating potato chips, candy. And you wonder why Jake is so goddamn hyperactive, man. Why they do demonic shit like this. And it says, and all the men of his city shall stone him with stones that he died, so that thou put away evil from among you, and all Israel shall hear in fear, man. Okay? And that's the point. Hear in fear. Now, that's the whole point of that, man. It was an example. So these dudes, man, you're supposed to take them and make an example out of their asses, man. But see, the Most High, he's going to do just that. Okay? By ICBM, thermonuclear fire. And he has something for these niggas. It's called Jacob's Trouble. Okay? Because when Esau go in and he does his raids and set up his mock cities, and when he finally comes in with the sword, he's going to wipe millions of them little niggas out, man. He's going to put them down like the vermin they are, because they're wicked as hell. Okay? Scriptures say, among my people are found wicked men. These are, hey, you're 12 years old, you're a young man according to the Bible. Young men and women. Okay? So this is the book of 2 Edges 5, and I'm going to start at verses 8. It says, there should be confusion also in many places, and the fire shall often be sent out again, and the wild beasts should change their places, and minstrous women should bring forth monsters, man. Okay? And these monsters, these are straight monsters, man. Rebellious sons, because the scriptures say, hey, train up a child in the way that he should go, and he should not depart from it. So if you're bringing up your kids in biblical-based knowledge or the knowledge of being a Hebrew Israelite, our heritage, okay, we're not black, we're not Puerto Rican, we're not Cuban, we're not Hispanic, we're not natives. We're the 12 tribes. And if we raise our sons and daughters in his wisdom and knowledge and we instill it in them, they're not going to depart from it. So you can't give me that, well, my daughter feels some type of way because all her kids keeping Christmas and she can't. Nah, you don't have that conversation when you bring your kids up in the commandments, you see, but this society teaches us different. You know, you may have a father that's in the faith and believe, but the mother is a totally heathen. So therefore, you know, the sons and daughters, the daughter or the son, they don't get brought up in the commandments because there's a conflict of interest, you know. Let's get one more precept here. I actually had a little quick time on my break. Let's get the book of, and there's a lot of scriptures that's going into these wicked ass jakes. But the Most High, he has a judgment for them, okay, because this is showing you that society is breaking down. We have kids literally with spirits on them, stealing cars and damn near committing suicide. I mean, like, literally they think it's a game. You know, crashing a car ain't nothing fun about that. That shit hurts. Okay, you speak to men that have been in a few accidents, man. That shit don't feel good. All the money and damages, insurance you got to go through. Somebody gets hurt or somebody's lying about being hurt, or you can possibly die in that. It's not a fun thing. All right. This is the book of Isaiah 14, and I'm gonna start at Isaiah 19. My bad. Isaiah 19, and I'm gonna start at verses 14. It says, for the Lord have mingled a perverse spirit in the midst thereof. Okay, and this is that perverse spirit. It says, and they have caused Egypt to err in every work thereof, as a drunken man staggering in his vomit. Neither should there be any work for Egypt which the head or tail or branch or rush may do. And in that day Egypt should be like unto women, and should be afraid and fear because of the shaking of the hand of the Lord of hosts, which he shaketh over, which the Lord of hosts is the angels, man. Okay, and it says, in the land of Judah should be a terror unto Egypt, and Judah is you Negroes, man. Okay, and it says, and everyone that maketh mention there should be afraid in himself because of the counsel of the Lord of hosts, which he determined against it, man. So I'm going to end it there, brothers, giving all praises and glory and honor that's due to Yahweh Bashim Yahweh Shai. And with that, shalom and a Baba Shalom.